Hey guys, I'm Jeff and you're watching Valley Fish. We're going to go through some of the new tanks and talk about what's breeding, and I'll give you a little tour, and I hope you enjoy. So here we go. Alright, so these are the temporary tanks in the middle. As we were walking by, I'm just going to show you the scuds in here are going crazy. Not really sure what triggered them. I did a water change about 3 days ago. I am fighting the hiccups, so sorry. It happens every once in a while, but you can see they're going all crazy. These guys are my orange relays. You can see there's some really nice ones and a few that are just okay. So it's kind of a medium grade line, but something I'm going to be working with. These guys, see, I opened the fish food container and Witcher is going to be talking, I think the whole time. She likes fish food. These are my koi. I did see 2 fry in here when I first introduced them, but you can see how much they pop. These are kind of my select lines. Something that'll probably end up outside. Been working this line for years and years, and I think it's doing better than when I first got it. So just do a little top view. It's pretty cool. This is the newest tank. I just got the hooks in to run the top lights, so I'll be doing that this weekend, and we'll probably stock that in the next week. These are all my panda guppies. I should have done this video when it was a little later, but they're growing up. You can see there's 2 males in here that I really like. One has a really long gonopodium, so I don't know if he can breed, but I did put one in there that has the normal gene. So I'm hoping, my plan is every time I detect a male out of here, I'm gonna kick him over into this tank, which is also pandas. And I came home today, and if you see right in the middle of the screen, there is a couple freshly dropped panda fry. I just added some food to this tank. Sorry for the in and out, but the reason is the mom, which is this one, was getting harassed pretty hard, which she still is, but as soon as she was dropping, the 2 boys were trying to eat them. So I wanted to put some food in there and get them real full so they can go up to this cover. She is ginormous, so I'm expecting like 30 plus fry from her. And I'm probably gonna leave those. And after this experiment, if those baby fry survive, because I have some Synodontis catfish in here. There's one. Like I said, I should have done a little later, because on the back of everything behind me is nothing but windows. But I was excited, came home, had a whole bunch of fry. So we got panda fry in the works. We got panda fry growing out with 2 awesome males. And there's a net in here because I was catching panda fry. And I knew that this one was gonna drop. Both of these females are gonna drop within the next few days. But I know I forgot to tell you guys. So this is a lighter colored female. The one's dropping right now. This is the darker one, and she is the mother to this whole group. So Scarlett's gonna come down and say hello. I got a feeling. So for whatever reason, this tank is cloudy, but I think it had to do with because that whole crypt melted off when I first got it. But in that net, there's probably like 10 panda fry, and they are from this group. There's Dad. And these are my best 2 pandas, I would bet. So, put them in there. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah, she's a crash and burn. So, we got panda fry, and panda fry growing out. So, I got a whole bunch of panda fry for summer tubbing. That'd be fun. And then, let me get in here for a second. This is what's cool is my long fin trunklets. They have babies, and they're everywhere. And I'm about ready to feed them a heavy feeding, and then I'm going to do a water change on this rack tonight. These guys are cool. There's a bunch of basically things I've collected. I got the chocolates, I got the calicos, and I got the red shrimp. And then there's the dad. He's pretty awesome. And you're waving your finger in front of my camera if you're wondering what that is. Scarlett's trying to direct. So, I think we could maybe go over these tanks. I never talk about these ones. Now that there's light, I might as well show the angelfish because they're awesome. These are the Philippine blues, and I always downgrade them, never talk about them. And they're just starting to pair off. Every once in a while you see a pair cleaning the slate, which I got in there, a couple of them. And there's some on the other side in a cone. But this tank, since I moved, I haven't set up with a light. And there's really no reason, other than there's no plants in here and just a ton of angelfish. And what's cool about this tank is as much light as it gets, you know. Stupid moths. Hate those. Pantry moths. I've been growing a bunch of pothos in my Aqua Clear 110. And I actually got a little room I could shove some more clippings in there, and it grows better in this Aqua Clear than it does in water or dirt or anything I've tried. And I got to run all the way around, but I got some different variants, if you can see. A lot lighter. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another Aqua Clear 110 right here. And what I do is I always do an Aqua Clear 110 intake sponge, and then the original sponge in there, and then, like I said, got pothos growing in there like crazy. So I'll do 2 of those, and then I'll rig up some type of light. Long term, I want to do a double stand, 75, 75, but that's down the road like anything else. What else do we got going on that I could talk about? I'm not sure. I've also kind of played the idea of putting one of the angelfish breed off into 20 and trying to see how that works, but for right now, since none of them are paired off, we'll stick with the 75. Yeah. Sue's got Lily's baby collar on. What a dork. It's a choker. It's a few guppies that are doing really well. These are our red mosaic grass mixture. They were grass line, they threw a mosaic. I like that pattern, so I kept going with that. So you can see there's still some grass traits and a lot of mosaics in the younger ones. I had this line a few years. And there's actually a fry cloud in the back, if you can see all the way back there. And right next to it, same thing. These are gold version, but the same markings. And again, they have tons and tons of fry. Need to actually thin these down and pick the selects. And we'll no better time to talk about the select line than my Nebula Steel. Now some of these fish are getting a little old, but they are the best that I had. And actually pulling these out, the colony that I have, I still have to move, is actually diverted back kind of the original colors. And I'm going to keep it separate because it looks really, really good. So there'll be updates on that to come. These are 2 different lines of half blacks I mixed. Really strong, really big females, and they do really well. Again, on talking about big females, she's not got a lot left to go because she's getting pretty old, but that female is ginormous. She doesn't really seem like she's huge on camera because she probably won't turn sideways, but that is a big guppy, biggest one I have. So she's neat, and she's the mom to a lot of these. And then we got a mixed tank that I'm not sure what I'd do with. I just like it because it has a lot of color. I actually thinned it out and gave some away last week, so you do it again. And there's green water tank. I accidentally hit the fumbled the phone, hit the stop button. I did notice I wasn't in 4K, which I always am, because I always forget. But these are a lot of the pandas that'll be going outside for summer tubbing. They got a lot of white. They look really good. One of my favorites, obviously, because I have 3 different lines of them. These are green blue Moscow. When they went in this tank, they went really dark, but they still look good. And this is the yellow goldenback shrimp line that's in the making. And this is a Japan blue line that needs some work. But just move this colony back in, and I'm going to sort through it and really focus on the females with color. So that's where we're at. We got a new tank to get a light on. When I do that, I'll set it up. And down around the row, like I said, gonna leave the bottom open so we can get back there and work on stuff. But everything is in this rack is 20 high that's drilled with a PVC overflow system that runs to the sump. Actually, it just runs to the floor drain, not really a sump. But, well, I guess you're the only one stuck around. Do you want to say thanks for watching and all the good stuff?
Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe and hit the like button. Bye.
All right, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.